I watch your videos. I'll be watching sometimes.
I appreciate that, though. That means a lot.
Breathe.
I would love to become the Anonymous.
The Anonymous. The game begins August 19th on USA.
First off, I'm not Jared Chambers. I'm from Big Go Belt Media. Dylan, thank you for your time today. It's so bittersweet because, like, obviously, after a while in competition games, you kind of lean towards who you want to win. Then there's people that you just like, I just love this person. Then you want to see them on television longer in some capacity. And like, I've been excited for the opportunity to talk to you, but like now I'm like, oh well, who's gonna bring the energy now? Like we got a huge problem now in terms of production. Make an exemption or something because Dill, I got to tell you, man, I don't think there's been anybody so unapologetically them on television in years, and you've had so much fun, and you did it with grace and style. It's truly been a pleasure to watch you on television, and such an honor to talk to you today.
Thank you so much. You know I'm crazy. I never know what's gonna come out of my mouth, so I know nobody else expected to.
Hey, listen,
Thank
I
you so
maybe,
much.
maybe I don't know if I have enough clout or not, but like, please ask the producers to give us all the BTS of you and DANI scenes because they gave us only a little and they were so good. I'm like, we need more. I know you have more moments where anything
Let
that
me
comes
tell
to
you, me
mind.
and Danny, we would chop it up, ace it up. That was my best friend in the house. I love her. I tell everyone I was Danny 2.0. And Danny stands for digital anonymous networking interface. Now it's Dylan Anonymous Networking Interface. See, the initials still work. The initials still work.
Truly. Yeah, the heart and soul of the anonymous. Now, I want to talk about the untimely elimination now. There were some really genuine and authentic emotions, and you got some things off your chest. You also gave flowers to Nina, and obviously everybody, including the world, emotions were being poured as you spoke here. I want to ask you about the moment you took to give Nina her flowers. I think without a doubt now you look at it and when you look at some of the people who play some of the best game thus far, yourself, Nina, Xavier, why did you take that moment to give Nina her flowers? Considering one, it could be possibly putting her in target, but ultimately, this was your moment to say what you had to say, and you decided to do it in grace. What was the decision behind this?
Well, I always speak truth. I always speak from my heart. And I wear my emotions on my sleeve. And every single thing that I said about Nina, I meant it. That was my girl. Like we would chop it up. We were two peas in a pod. We had special codes. So it was times where you don't see it, but I would say, hey Nina, would you think that I should change anything about my outfit? If she says yes, that means someone is talking about me. If she said no, you look good, that means I'm all good in the clear. We had we had it down to a science. And that's how we knew, that's how we communicated with each other in the house. So it was the layers to our friendship. And I think
Wow.
I think that sometimes you don't really get to see it a lot, but you can see it a little bit. But that's my girl. And when I told her that I think that she has whatever it takes to win this entire thing, I mean it. She played the game so gracefully. We had a respectable alliance.
Yeah.
It wasn't transactional. It wasn't like, oh, I give you a kiss goodnight like Christopher and Victoria. It was more like, I got your back. I got your back, but I'm gonna also play my game too. And
Yeah.
I have to respect it. That's my girl.
I got to tell you, you are the only person in the entire show thus far. When we see people kind of get in their subgroups and they're kind of talking about who they think is, who's who in anonymous mode. You were the only person who told somebody straight up who you thought they were, and that was when you told Nina. You was just like, no, no, you're Eagle. She was like, you was like, what? He's like, no, I'm running off. No, I said what I said. Hilarious. I mean, those are the people you want in your circle. You keep it 100 at all times,
And
dear.
just like I told when I went up and told Andy, I said, Andy, let's be real. You want me out, huh? I mean, I, I mean, I like to approach life with authenticity at every moment. If I'm feeling a certain way, if I'm like thinking of something, I'm gonna have to go ahead and say it because it's gonna bother me if I keep it on the end. But I can't keep all of that in. So I have to
Yeah.
let you know how it is from the start. And I did it as soon as I walked in the house. Let people know that baby, the party was here, and I stayed true to that throughout the whole entire game.
You owe us an episode because the silent treated episode was just like, no, I want my money back. What is this? I didn't sign up for this today.
Well, I tried to tell the girls, if you really want me out the house, I try to give them a test trial. You know how them different apps have a trial run and you have a 7-day trial. That was my 1-day trial. I wanted to let them know because I knew that after me and Christopher were up for elimination, it was only 2 people. You're gonna either go and try to talk to Christopher or you're gonna try to talk to Dylan. We all know that Christopher's gonna be caught up with Victoria talking to her the whole time. So everyone wanted to know what Dylan is going to say. How is he feeling? And I knew it. And I said, baby, it's a privilege, honey, to talk to me and to know what my inside thoughts are. So I'm gonna keep this all to myself and let y'all wonder. And also, I wanted to see how long I could be quiet for. I was really surprised at myself. I can't believe I was quiet for that long. Could you
It
believe
was
it?
it
I
was
mean,
definitely not one of my favorite moments. I was like, come on now, come on now. And when you finally decide let out, it was some of the best television ever. We obviously have to talk about the fashion here. The biggest thing for me, I mean, you was pulling looks the entire time, but what I realized was that you were wearing clothes and you had your name on it. So is this your clothing line, or you just got the ultimate connect here that got you straight for the entire series?
well, you see, myself, I love, love, love. Like, I love branding. I like to be on brand everywhere I go. So I'm like, people always spell my name wrong. On Twitter right now, every time they try to tweet me, they be like Dyla, and I'm like, no, Dillion. So I'm like, baby, so no one will have no mistakes. Let me show you how to spell it. Dillian. I have to put it on my clothes. And then I'm like at every moment I wanted the world to know who I was, how I was feeling. A lot of what I wear is storytelling, A lot I think of clothing as my armor. So when you go out to the world and you're getting ready to face a lot of different challenges, put on something that's gonna make you feel good, that's gonna make you like want to do good. And that's the outer layer.
Yeah.
But what I also wanted people to know is that no matter how much glitz and shine and beautifulness that you see, I also am a huge advocate of letting that inside of who you are match what's on the outside. And I hope that I did that.
Absolutely, absolutely. To the point that I started to wonder, I'm like, I asked everybody I spoke to about what do they want to do next in terms of being in these type of competition reality shows. But for you, I want to know like what doors has this opened in terms of just other mediums like fashion or just personalities of sorts. What has happened since your time?
I mean, I have just been so grateful for being a part of this show. I have hosted live events. I've hosted stuff with Gymshark Athletic Wear. I also hosted and interviewed Suni Lee about fashion at the Amazon Creator Summit. So it has been a whirlwind and gracing, the front cover of my hometown newspaper, the Rainbow Durag. So it's just like I'm grateful and I'm so thankful that people get to see something real in the world of facades, in the world of fake things in the world. They get to see something that is a human.
Yeah,
And I like looking back and watching the show, you see every single emotion that I've ever like. You see me cry, you see me laugh, you see me twerk and throw a little booty. you get to see true and true who Dylan is. And
yeah,
that's the best gift is for just you to show up.
yeah,
It's just for you. Because there's only one you in the world, and the world needs to see it. And that's what I've been doing.
yeah.
So
You
I'm
you you
grateful.
you missed one, gangster. They ain't gonna forget
Uh,
about that.
yeah, y'all know I'm from the hood. I do get a little ratchet sometimes.
So listen, for my final question, of course, the question I did ask everybody, so I probably want to ask you now that this chapter has closed and I've been lobbying obviously for the announcement soon, we hope for season 2, but there's also so many other different type of reality shows out there. Do you now see yourself on another one? Would you circle the block if they decide to do a season 2, or maybe they do like an all-star challenge somewhere down the line? Where do you kind of see yourself in terms of reality TV gaming?
Well, all I have to say is that if you keep up with me on social media and on Instagram, you see that I go to all these different types of crazy events. I'm always doing something. I'm always juggling and wearing different hats. And
Yeah.
all I can say is, without giving anything away, is this won't be the last time that you see the celebrity grace your television screen. It won't be the last.
I love to hear it. Listen, finale is next week. We see who's left. Who's bringing it home?
My girl, the one, the only. Give it up for Nina, baby. I want her to win so bad. I am rooting for Nina. That's my girl. That's my ace boon coon. She's the winner in my book. If it wasn't me, I wanted it to be her.
There it is. I appreciate the time today, Dylan. I've been keeping an eye out on you. We will see when you pop up next, but it's truly been such an honor and pleasure to talk to you today and watching you grace us with your presence on The Anonymous. It's been so much fun.
Well, thank you so much. And in the words of the famous, the one, the only, I'll see y'all next time, Sugarfoot.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.